Hey everyone, GScotty here. In this series, I try to get an hour of gameplay for every dollar spent on a certain game. So, with that in mind, is Dead Cells worth $1 an hour? Make sure to subscribe, and let's check it out. We've all been there. It's well past midnight, you know you're gonna be busy in the morning, the pizza's gone, and you know you're exhausted. But maybe this is the run. All I need is one more game! Again. For like the 100th time. People play video games for a myriad of reasons. Some play for the engaging story, others might want to vibe in a life simulator, relive childhood memories, etc., etc. In my opinion, every game has some sort of addiction factor that keeps the player engaged and coming back for more, further bringing to their attention the reason why they like the game. Now, what if that addiction factor was the reason you like the game, or at least a huge reason for it? The game's purpose is to get you hooked by making progress a little here, a little there, trying new things to see if you can make even more progress. You get the picture. I think games like Vampire Survivors and Hades do this really well. And then there's Dead Cells. Well, just saying the game's name makes me want to sink even more time into it. Just keep playing the game, just keep playing the game! Dead Cells was made by Motion Twin, released on August 6th, 2018. I'm not sure why, but I didn't really hear much about this game. Admittedly, I wasn't much in the zeitgeist of video game news and culture back then. I wonder what people were saying about this game back then. Oh, it won Best Action Game of 2018. And it has a 10 out of 10 score on Steam. Oh, wait, and it's only $25 US? Holy butts. I guess I'll play it then. By the way, you can watch me stream these games I review here on my channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 PM EST, so subscribe and hit that bell icon to check those out. Okay, shameless plugs over, let's attempt to beat this game. Keyword being, attempt. Dead Cells is, by definition, both a roguelike and a Metroidvania. So not only do you have the horrors of trying to navigate an ever-changing maze of random corridors, but you'll have to explore those winding tunnels if you really want to progress. Oh, and you'll have to die. A lot. Over and over and over and over and over. The game is actually pretty difficult, and even though it might be a bit infuriating to die super far into a run, the game remedies this by giving ample opportunities to upgrade healing flasks, the weapons you pick up, gives you permanent buffs, and lots more. When I first started playing this game, I was just kind of picking up whatever looked really cool and leveling up all my stats willy-nilly, and I was having a bit of a rough time. Then someone in my chat suggested that I try to synergize my weapons' affinities together, and only focus on leveling up one stat per run. Let's just say that this game went from holy crap I can't get past the first level, this is ridiculous, to, oh, this is difficult, but holy cow, this is super fun. It is so satisfying to see your individual moves becoming a joint powerhouse to take down wandering enemies and powerful bosses. Getting their health to drop faster and faster with a new attempt is good stuff. And that's the important part, actually. This game can be played at any speed, sure, but the game's unique vibe is fully enjoyed by going fast. The faster you attempt to run, the better, due to the fact that you can get even more rewards at certain save points if you meet certain time goals. So just keep trying to get faster and faster. Synergizing weapons and abilities, getting faster and stronger, unlocking permanent buffs, the platforming is explorative, the combat is fast and easy to learn. Dead Cells refuses to stop at fun and instead goes for maddeningly addictive. As a criticism, I will say that the game has frozen on me more than just a few times, and it really interrupts the otherwise smooth as butter gameplay. It could be the fact that I was playing on Switch and not PC or any other consoles, but still something I wanted to take a note of. If you've played this on other consoles, like the PC or PlayStation or, you know, anything else that it's on, let me know what the performance is like on those. I'd love to know. This section of the video is normally reserved for my thoughts and experiences with the story of the game I'm reviewing, but, well, Dead Cells has a story, but it really isn't that important to the game. Motion Twin themselves said that they felt that the addition of a story would take away from the action, so whatever lore and story the game may have isn't really a main selling point. You don't really play this game for the story. What we do know is that the game takes place on an island where a plague known as the Malaise has turned a lot of the population into monsters of all shapes, sizes, and power, and for an unknown reason, some people on the island can no longer die. We play as one of these undying characters, simply known as the Prisoner, whose goal is to kill the island's king, hoping that his death would cause a change to the island in one way or another. However, it's discovered that only the prisoner's head is immortal, and when they die, and their body is destroyed, their head has to find another body to reanimate. So we go back to the beginning over and over again, find another body in the pile of bodies. It's very lovely visual, and we're alive again. It's totally fine. There are some vague hints here and there throughout the levels about scientific meddlings and history of the island, but that's about it when it comes to story. Honestly, I am someone who plays video games for their stories, so it did make me a little sad to not have one here. But honestly, I didn't really mind it in the long run. Some games just don't need to have piles of lore, and this game is no exception. I hear that the DLC dives a little into lore and more story, but not a whole lot. And since we're only covering the base game in this review, yeah, I guess that's it. End of section. Man alive, this is going to be a really short review. Dead Cells is a magnificent example of addictive gameplay and tight controls. Though the game lacks depth, that isn't really necessarily a negative towards it or a reason why you shouldn't pick up the game. Sometimes you just need to hack and slash your way through hordes of enemies and powerful bosses. That's what the game offers, and it delivers in spades. The game is challenging, yet fun and rewarding, especially as you start getting the hang of certain strategies and collecting all kinds of rewards like cosmetics, weapons, and permanent buffs. Though the game doesn't really do anything to redefine the genre of Metroidvanias or roguelikes, but come on, does it really have to? This game is fun! I urge anyone who's even remotely interested to give it a shot. Just be warned, you will get addicted. Yeah, it's kind of a problem. What are you looking at? So, what's the final verdict? Is Dead Cells worth $1 an hour? Yes, it's worth the price. A massive thank you to all those who are members of the channel, especially the biggest goat of the month, DragonDance05. If you want to support the channel and gain access to cool perks like exclusive videos, stream VODs, and more, click the join button to learn how. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Bye-bye!